renters in England, introduced last March, has come to an end. Housing campaigners have warned tenants face a wave of proceedings as bailiffs are allowed to resume using court orders for repossession. The Joseph Rowntree Foundation says some 400,000 people are expecting to be evicted. This woman was made redundant and left unable to pay her rent bill.
I was absolutely devastated. I just wanted to curl up in a ball and just roll away somewhere where no one could find me. I didn't know what the future held for me or my children, and I was devastated for them too.
The government says financial help is still available and the time is right to lift the emergency measures. Motorists are set to save around £35 a year on their car insurance as new rules on whiplash claims come into force. The changes in England and Wales are aimed at reducing the number of fraudulent claims made every year. People will be able to settle claims through an online portal, and medical evidence will be mandatory for all whiplash cases. Benjamin Netanyahu is closer to being ousted as Israel's Prime Minister after 12 years in power. Far-right politician Naftali Bennett and centrist opposition leader Yair Lapid have agreed to form a coalition government. The pair have until Wednesday to reach a deal. New research suggests the number of age discrimination complaints to employment tribunals increased by 74% last year. Rest Less, which offers advice to over 50s, found the number of cases reached more than 3,600 in 2020. The organisation says the increase is likely to continue because of large numbers of redundancies linked to the pandemic. Today, most places are fine, warm and dry with plenty of sunshine, cloudy across some parts of the North Sea coast. Showers in western and northern Ireland, a high of 25 Celsius. From Global's newsroom, I'm Thomas Watts.
Hello, Albert Einstein here. Today I've been visiting some smart local businesses. They use smart meters to track how much energy their business uses, and readings are sent straight to their supplier. So rather than estimates, they can get accurate gas and electricity bills. Very smart. Like me, because I remember my coupon.
Sorry, sir. This expired in 1943.
Smart meters. During the energy revolution, contact your energy supplier about eligibility for your business.
This is LVC from Motorway, feeding Britain's conversation with Andrew Castle.
Very good morning to you. 3 minutes past 7. Andrew Castle with you. Monday, bank holiday Monday, the 31st of May. It's going to be a beautiful day, and I hope you have a good one. I'm sorry about this, but we're banging on about June the 21st once again. And the reason why is because it's really important. This is leading the news agenda and it's leading your conversation, and I want to know what you have to say about it. What's it going to mean to you if we don't start getting out of this thing by June the 21st? Now, yesterday, the vaccines minister, Nadim Zahawi, told Talbrook on Sunday, that's Tom, on LBC, that the government would consider the data. Well, we've heard all of this before. It was before announcing on June the 14th when the lockdown easing would go ahead 1 week later on June the 21st. So here is Nadim Zahawi.
The roadmap has obviously 4 steps, and step 4 is the June 21st step. But before we get that, as the Prime Minister has demonstrated in each and every step, 1, 2 and 3, he will come to the press conference and share with the nation the data. We've got a couple more weeks of gathering that data. We're going to get everything on the 17th of May. We're looking at the data. There are some parts of the country where there is hardly any of the B1617.2 variant, and things seem to be pretty stable in terms of infection rates and low. Other parts of the country, we've got that variant. We've had surge testing, at scale, of course, with
And surge vaccines, which is great. But just to come back to the question, sorry, just to come back to the question, are you looking at other measures that we have softer reopening on June the 21st?
We will share all the data, and then we will also make our decision on the 14th. It's only right. It would be irresponsible of this minister on Tom Sawbrook's programme on Sunday to speculate on anything else. Only right that we gather the data. What we explained from the day, from the launch of the roadmap on the 22nd of February is that it'll be 4 weeks of data and then announcement. So we're in the middle of, we're halfway through that, and the announcement will be on the 14th of June.
Right, and that's the end of it. So what does it mean to you? 84850 is the text. Also speaking to, we see the shadow leader of the House, Thangam Debonnaire.
indulgence and decadence. They truly are our finest biscuit yet. Or, as Ollie from Manchester describes them,
Oh, proper banging.
thanks Ollie. McVitie's VIBs, very important biscuits.
Very hard to describe.
LBC.
Last week, Dominic, creative director, ran 6 workshops, visualized 18 flowcharts, chased 7 invoices, solved 2 client problems, and the mystery of a missing parcel. You work hard, so AXA make finding the right protection for your business easy in just 4 quick questions. Work hard, insure easy. Search AXA Business Insurance. AXA, know you can. AXA Insurance UK PLC is authorised and regulated by the Prudential Regulation Authority and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority.
That's the soothing sound of a barbershop quartet that have found the better way to buy a quality car from Kazoo. All Kazoo cars pass a thorough 300-point inspection, come with a 90-day warranty, roadside assistance, and a 7-day money-back guarantee. That's 1 whole week to make sure they love it. Can you buy a quality car that's guaranteed to leave you happy? Kazoo, yeah you can.
It's time to get your business back on track. At Total Jobs, we've been helping our customers hire the people they need for over 20 years. That's why they rate us excellent on Trustpilot. So if you're looking to grow your team, do it with a team you can trust. Total Jobs. Advertise today at totaljobs.com/hire.
When improvements to our route are complete, you'll hear more of these. Because next year, LNER can start running even more high-speed Azure trains from London, Newcastle, Edinburgh, and more. Getting you to all the people and places you want to visit even faster than before. Because we know being there for all matters. This is our LNER.
Alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency is a genetic disorder caused by a common mutation, the Z mutation, and results in lung and liver disease. There is currently no cure. HMR is recruiting volunteers who have the Z mutation for a clinical trial. In addition to helping us find a treatment, you'll receive £2,600 if you complete the trial. Email us at recruit@hmrlondon.com.
Andrew Castle on LBC.
7:20 is the Andrew Castle with Roy in his morning in the first corner in just a second. And we want to talk to you once again, having just run you through the newspapers this Monday morning. The Sun Harry Hine dress, £45. That's still married. Honeymoon at the seaside. Where are they going? Something borrowed, something blue. Oh, it's been so funny listening to all the Catholic comments on what she's wearing. Because I think she was absolutely fantastic. Flowers in her hair, very boho, very chic, excellent. Haven't even noticed Boris Lane's guy who cares wearing a suit. So that's the Sun's paper this morning. The Guardian, same picture actually. Another single woman was released by Downing Street, and Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. She will be taking his name. A story we're going to be doing later on the front page of the Guardian. Combustible insulation put on 17 schools since Grenfell. Please tell me that has not happened. Is it the system of installation that is the problem? Is it the actual cladding? We'll certainly investigate that later, but apparently here it says dozens of schools have been built using this combustible insulation since the material was banned on high-rise apartments. Imagine sending your children out to school in a building that has got this material before we know everything about it. And even the stuff we do know. You're going to send your children to those schools. Bizarre. This morning, vaccines ramped up in race to the 21st of June. That's what we're speaking to Roy about in just a second. The Times newspaper this morning, second jabs for the over 50s in the race to say June the 21st. So the idea from Nadhim Zahawi, the vaccines minister, the objective is to get everyone in the government's top 9 priority groups to have 2 doses by June the 21st in order to give June the 21st lockdown easing a chance. What I don't understand is, doesn't it take 2 weeks, 3 weeks for the second booster jab to actually work? So it's all very well maybe on June 19th, 20th, 21st getting a booster jab in, but isn't it 2 or 3 weeks? I should have asked that to Professor Pilo. 580 people in hospital with COVID as of May the 25th, and we're doing this. Really, very, very a difficult call politically, no doubt. You're a lockdown skeptic. You should be locked up, Roy. That's what we'll do with you. We'll put you in clink for that.
But that is really, that's the insidious sort of thread that's underneath all of this.
Well, fear not. We will talk about these things. And the question, that I try to put and try to get an answer to is, if we react this way to this variant, is it going to be different as other variants come along? Mutations and changes, they can be called. Are we going to be going through this whole process again and again and again forevermore?
Well, there's a great danger we will now, because, these talking heads have now got their 5 minutes of fame and they're not going to let go.
Ah, well, and they've got jobs and they're being paid. It's perfectly legitimate. Have we looked at the costs of lockdown and given that equal weight? Have you ever seen an assessment of the costs of what we're doing? And of course, balancing that is what we've actually seen in NHS hospitals and hospitals around the world. So it's not as though we're not taking it seriously. Just trying to get the debate going. Roy, all the best to you. Thank you. 7:27 Monday morning. This is LBC. And now the police force at the centre of the Rotherham abuse scandal secured a charge for just 1 in 34 crimes linked to child sexual exploitation last year. So this is South Yorkshire Police making 16 charges